So good morning from Vienna, and it's a great pleasure to be with you today, although of course I'm not with you, and that's a shame. My apologies that I can't, but thank you anyway to the organisers for this opportunity to speak to you. I'd just like to recap a little about UNSCEAR's role before Per goes into more detail. I'll just remind you that UNSCEAR is a scientific committee of the United Nations at a very high level, and its role is to assess the levels of exposure to ionizing radiation and the effects of that exposure on humans and the environment. And it's been doing this for now 60 years. On the issue of plants and animals, effects on plants and animals, UNSCEAR issued a report in 1996, quite a landmark report, and that was followed up by another report in 2008 on the subject. And then after the Fukushima accident, UNSCEAR had the first opportunity to test all this knowledge with a real-life situation. And in the 2013 report, the committee was able to make estimates and assessments of the effects on plants and animals. And I'm sure you know there have been reports of observations of local changes in populations of certain plants and animals that seemed inconsistent with the previous knowledge. So I think the committee, and certainly I, welcome this opportunity and the initiative that's been taken today, this week, to address those observations and to really get to the bottom of why there is an apparent discrepancy, whether this is a real effect or whether we need to improve our knowledge base, or whether there are some other factors that we haven't thought of. And really, you've got the problem of a real challenge of how you interpret information. And UNSCEAR has had this many years when we've looked at epidemiological studies on humans. We know that there's a great opportunity for spurious results to occur. It's a very high probability that spurious results can occur. So you have to really focus hard on scientific method, establish hypotheses through testing, eliminate all the other explanations, repeated observations and so on. And that discipline is the only way that we'll get to a proper understanding. There's a need to separate, getting to causality, conclusions from simple correlations. And that really is a challenge to eliminate the other possible causes. You do have, in principle, the opportunity of doing controlled experiments, which we can't do with humans. And maybe that's something you'll reflect on. Maybe there's some controlled experiments that could be done to investigate some of the issues. What is needed is for everyone involved to be open-minded, to challenge the information, to be transparent with what they've done, to respect each other, and really to look for reproducible results. So I urge you all to be positive in your criticisms of each other, and everyone to be humble enough to admit any flaws that you've made in previous work. And that in itself is a challenge. But I leave it now to Per to make a presentation on what UNSCEAR has done, and I wish you every success in what you do this week. I think it's a great initiative. Thank you very much.